use it
I
for.
mean, you have to use it for at-risk students to get them involved in the technology degree. So, we submitted a proposal as to how we would do that. You have to spend that money if you get approved before October, isn't it?
Yes,
Wow.
It's not so much a summertime thing, it's just you have to spend that money.
but there's such a list of expenditures on there, I don't think it'll be a problem.
Well,
getting
it was a
spent
wish list for me,
toward that-
for me,
the,
yes.
expectations of the grant.
They told me to dream big, and I dream big, so.
Yes, we wanted to dream big.
2 weeks ago, we had about 2 weeks ago, we had that rabbit workshop held by Michael Heaton from Heaton Rabbits. That's who we got our 11 pens of rabbits from this year, which I think the workshop was really good. I learned a lot from it. We actually have a student that is going to run for district officer this year, which is a good thing. We haven't had one since I've been here. As far as the other things that we've accomplished, we left Friday morning at 3 o'clock and got back last night. I got home at 7:30. And we've got first place in our class in the trailer. This is some of the things that the boys won and some of the giveaways that they got. We had those 4 students attended. That's Jacob Miller, Wyatt Keys, Will Craddock, and Peyton Ritchie. That's the trailer behind them. We parked the trailer out here out front if y'all would like to look at it. It got first in its class, which was a tougher class this year than we usually go into. It was a 10 to 16 foot medium-sized bumper pull class. There's more trailers than that usually.
It is a nice looking trailer.
And the young men that worked on it, and these are not the only ones that worked on it, but these are the ones that got to go on the show team. And that's them taking the picture. You didn't take the picture with them.
No, I didn't take that picture. And these are just some pictures of them working on it throughout the year.
But that's really something. Latexo that's one thing Latexo can hang their hat on, is that Ag Mech team. They really do good on that. And these young men that built this trailer are really talented. I can't tell you how many compliments we got on that trailer just from other ag teachers.
Other students.
They were down on their knees looking at the wells on it and just oohing and ahhing on it. And they were. They were down on their knees looking at them and asking, how did they get that well so straight? And the paint job and everything. So it's really something.
You're not gonna show this at county fair?
We're gonna show this at the county fair, and we've asked, today we asked if we could take it to Glenn College on May the 1st. They're having an AMEC show. So we wanna try to take them down there.
Is the trailer already sold?
No, the trailer's not sold. It's, we still have last year's trailer, but I have somebody come and look at last year's trailer, this week. They're gonna come by. If you know anybody's got a brown pickup, this trailer would look great to have that Cocoa brown pickup.
These are just some pictures we put together of our students. The one on the top left, that was when they donated to the canned food drive. The top right, of course, y'all know, was the board dinner. And then the carnations to the elderly at Whitehall is the bottom.
I would like to say that on your can drive, the elementary was left out of that.
Right.
And your moms and the elementary would go crazy for that.
And that's something we didn't even think about, so that's something we need to keep in mind for next year. And here's some of our students just at our FFA meetings. I feel like definitely our numbers have improved, I'm assuming so, and our kids have gotten really involved. We've been having socials, we've been having, games at our meetings to try to get our numbers up and those kind of things, kind of get our students involved in something.
The young man in the FFA jacket there on the right is actually a state officer. And he came and spoke at one of our meetings for us. And Miss Marlin had the opportunity to, as a student teacher, to have him in her class. So she pulled some strings and got him to come up here and give us
Yeah, and the students really enjoyed that. They were just so intense and focused on him. So it was something that, I definitely want our students to work towards, maybe becoming a state officer, So.
If you have any questions, hopefully we can answer them. Yes, sir.
Mark, you talked about, and you had mentioned this earlier about this welding deal that you're teaching and getting dual certification in the course, or what?
We don't have, the articulation program with Angelina College dried up, that fund dried up in the state of Texas. At present, there's a way to get advanced training certification, ATC training. I completed the first part of it, and the second part will become available online April 1st at the earliest date. and I'm gonna try to complete that, and then you have to be approved, and then the college has to approve me to teach the dual credit courses. So it's gonna be a process, but we're gonna try our best to.
How long a process? I mean, best case scenario, what?
By next year,
Okay,
hopefully.
good.
That's up to the certification people. I mean, it's not something I think I have enough experience, and I think I've got 3 years teaching experience. I think that will count in my credit, but, I've got enough industrial, working for industry 3 years that I can probably put in my credit too, but, I would love to see us get that, because we've got the facilities to teach it right now. We've got the welders, we've got the supplies.
Didn't the other ag teacher, he could have done it, but he didn't do it
Um,
in the past?
He was, I wanna say he wanted to do it, but it was too involved at the time. I don't know that he could do the dual credit. I don't think he could do the dual credit. His was another type of certification.
I remember hearing about that a few years
It
ago,
was-
doing it.
He told me that if it was, if he taught everything that the curriculum said he had to teach, he couldn't do it.
Really?
Yeah, it was that intense.
Ms. Marlin,
Yes,
your wildlife science course, is that what it is?
Wildlife management.
Okay.
Mhm.
In years past, we taught that, and we offered the kids that hunting.
Hunting certification.
Yes.
There's
Okay. Why can't we do that?
I got certified last summer, but we
He
didn't
got
offer any.
certified to do it. I'm just
We
not
didn't do it.
certified.
I'm not teaching the class anymore. I was gonna do it during class.
That's something
And-
I can get certified to do at our next ag teaching conference. So since I'm teaching it, I hope to get certified to do that.
I wanted to do it during class.
Yes.
And then I didn't teach it this year, so I was gonna offer it as I even talked to Mr. Elson about this, offering it at night. But as y'all know, I went through some pretty tough times with my wife, with her being sick this past fall, and I couldn't schedule anything. You have to have at least 5 people a year to keep your certification.
But
sir.
wouldn't that, if you offered that, encourage more kids in
In,
that? If
in
you
the
taught during
wildlife?
class?
I think.
Oh, absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
why
That's
don't
all
we
I
have
got.
why do we not have a junior FFA program?
We have a junior FFA, but that's all it is. It's just a vehicle to show your animal during the show.
I
That's all it
actually
is.
met the Latexo 4-H man at the, rabbit validation.
Two separate things.
Yes, they are. And my thing is, I strongly, next year, hope to encourage those students to be in 4-H. We don't offer them anything besides
A way to show
a
your.
way to show your animal.
And
They
$10
can get
for
so
that.
much more out of 4-H, being on those teams, going to those contests, than me and him could ever offer them. And so that's what I strongly hope to encourage. It's not, obviously, I want our junior kids up here, junior high school kids, to be in junior FFA. But those kids at the elementary, it's so hard for us to communicate with them because we don't have them in our classes. I can't even tell you those kids' names. And that's something that I hope to really push them to be in 4-H next year.
So you'd like to do away with it totally?
No, I would like to do, I'm not doing away with it, absolutely not. I just feel like they could get so much more out of 4-H. And I don't see how, many people can disagree with that. I mean, we don't offer them anything. I don't know if we can, I don't know if that's something that we want to, that's what I've always gotten from it.
Well, I've been in the county fair for 20-some odd years. They start young, they stay young, they stay in
Absolutely.
it.
And I agree.
And we're losing them.
And I
And
want
it
them
takes
in
up.
it, but, with us, we don't offer them anything but,
So maybe that could be something we could work
yes,
towards.
that is. Absolutely.
I talked to Mr. Smith when I came here. I'd never heard of junior FFA. And he said that's why they started. It was just a way for kids in Latexo because there wasn't a 4-H. I mean,
And now there
It was a
is.
way for the kids to show something.
All the schools have it.
Well, I know.
Crockett had it, Brakeland has it.
The junior FFA?
They have kids showing in junior FFA.
They
have
just
to
started
attend the
this year.
meetings.
I think Mr. Smith just started that or Carl Wayne just started that this year. Carl Wayne saying that. They just started that. They have meetings. I don't know that you can have me. I really don't know. I've looked it up online, I've tried to find out a lot of information on it, I really can't. I have actually investigated into it. That's why I asked Mr. Smith so many questions. There's no constitution. We have a constitution in our FFA here at
And
Charter.
that doesn't apply to junior FFA, so.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I just have a comment on that we've dealt with this in our family in years gone by. And it was a vehicle for the younger kids to just go ahead and participate in without having to be another thing for these kids to go to this meeting, that meeting, that kind of thing. So I would like to, I think it'd be a good thing to still kind of have it,
Oh, yeah.
because there's some people that it would